It ain't even popping up.
It's not popping up. Yeah, it's a delay, babe.
Oh, upcoming. Yeah, upcoming. Let's see. And you gotta come with that whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
It's all right,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. It was meant to be. Still Crown Crazy?
No, that's the old one.
Okay. Click on the page to see the new one.
Still upcoming.
No. No,
I'm
go in.
I'm on the page.
No, I'm saying go.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, now we go.
Okay. All right. Take two. Microphone check one. Microphone check 2, 3.
All right, we must need to say we good now.
Who? Iron.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. But he's not showing up yet, so we on a little delay. There you go. Okay. All right. Now we're in. Okay. So we are with this being freaky, let's freak this Friday. It's on me. And I am I'm very big on accountability. I'm also very big on admitting I'm wrong when I have been uh when I have been made aware of my wrongness. And I don't know if this is necessarily a case of me being wrong, but this is definitely a case of me saying giving somebody their flowers. And y'all, I'm literally gonna give Mr. Neo his flowers. I'm gonna do that today, and I'm gonna do that publicly because the times when I have shared the story about how I came at Neo and a line of other celebrities in regards to their glorification of promiscuity and salacious culture and influencing that promotion of it. Um, he was a part of those line of celebrities that I've done that to. Trina, Usher, John Mayer, called him
John
out too.
Mayer?
Yeah. I called him out because you know what? He was talking nasty about my girl Jessica Simpson, knowing this girl lady was married now.
Jessica Simpson?
Yeah,
what did he say about Jessica Simpson?
Oh, it said that what we know about cancers. Said that her privates were like napalm. And though he knew it was dysfunctional, he couldn't stay away from her because everything was just so good. The head was good, the bottom was good. And I just think that it was that was disrespectful for him to do, knowing that she had just gotten married. Stop it. And then he tried to play like he played, and I just felt like that was just some real like immature stuff to do. Like this woman just got married.
Say nothing.
Who, the husband?
Yeah, who she married? Was she went around with Tony Romo or something like that?
Yeah, they dated for a while, but they didn't get married. Some guy.
And some guy didn't say nothing.
I don't think so, but I just felt like it doesn't matter.
I called him out like that.
Okay.
You want to talk? You want to talk?
Yeah, but I just think that was just very ugly for him to do, and it was very immature, and he knew better. I mean,
like and like it's like an interview or something.
Yeah, he said it's in an interview with I think it was Maxim, because she was Maxim, and then it went to Playboy. She was married to Nick Lachey, but this was not when she was married to Nick Lachey. Nick Lachey came before John Mayer. After her divorce from Nick Lachey, she dated John Mayer. As my husband said, she dated Tony Romo. She dated another high profile celebrity that is rumored to be Mark Wahlberg. It's alleged because he's been married. He was married, but she had actually gotten remarried, to whom she's married to still now, who she has all of her children from. And John Mayer gave this interview about what it was like dating her, and I just think respectfully he should have declined to answer that, because it's no way that this, because it was in the wake of one of his album releases. So even the timing, because even at first he was saying, this was before she was dating, but it couldn't have been, because it coincided when he was actually releasing this album, and she was already
this is why I couldn't
married.
like famous celebrity type, because like that's on site.
Yeah. Okay. So let me.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Get
Go ahead. Yeah.
Before I lose focus.
What are you doing?
I'm lighting it up for Neo. I'm
Really?
lighting it up. Yeah, and you know what? And y'all are here. You're a glower. Put up your lighter. You're supposed to be lighting it up. You throwing up the light bulb. Supposed to be lighting it
I
up.
put the light bulbs up.
I know. I said you putting up light bulbs. That's supposed to be me. You're supposed to be lighting it up. Put up your lighters. But anyway, but because I was just including that I said that, you know, John Mayer was one of the people that I called out during my, you know, I kind of went on a tangent during a certain time of my life. It was probably like right around coincided when I first, you know, was in the first couple of years of my abstinence, and I was, you know, really going hard. I was really going hard in my scriptures and just giving God the glory. And I was just like, you know, these celebrities are put in these positions of influence, and look what they're doing with it. And so Neil was one of the people that I consistently like had an issue with, because I felt like Neil was very talented, very smart, and just, you know, that just came. It came too naturally for him to do one and the same. So, in regards to that, because literally I just mentioned yesterday when I was talking about, you know, we were talking about how people kind of look up to these celebrities and we look for them to do something or to be accountable or to admit their wrongdoing, and that's just not what they're going to do, and we just shouldn't be looking up to them anyway. And I did mention Neo in the story of me calling him out on Twitter. And this was in the beginning of Twitter when, you know, you could add somebody and it was a good chance that they would actually see you. So it was before celebs, PR teams started speaking for them on these social media sites. And it was still kind of them. So I think he might have seen it, because I did notice some of his language did change, you know, but then, like I said, he went on to doing some other stuff in his real life relationships that made me think, okay, he's still on some F-boy stuff. But anyway, coming to the point of now and today, Neil basically gave an interview. I'm sure if any of you kind of follow the culture, um, you know by now what happened, because this particular interview happened 10 days ago. But what I am giving him his flowers for, not only that original interview, but also doubling down and 10 toes downing, okay, making sure he was 10 toes down in his original statement, because his PR team got a hold and they tried to, you know, as Ruslan would say, secure the bag by stepping ahead and saying, never, you know, trying to offend anybody, basically being cowardly, basically backing down, basically being apologetic. And basically, Neo, not even 24 hours later, said, yo, check the first interview. Said what I said, not going to back down from this. I'm a grown man who's raising 2 daughters and check it, 5 sons, and that's what I'm raising. I'm not raising, you know, them to question their sexual gender identities. I'm not, and I'm not catering to that. I'm not raising them I'm not raising them to question that, and I'm not going to entertain them questioning it. Now, if they choose to be, you know, same sex lovers, then that's on them, and I'm going to support them. And he said, but this is what really got me with what he said. He said, if my bag stopped today, I'm a daddy. I'm going to figure out a way to raise my children. So whatever y'all going to do it. But this is who I am. This is my statement, and I'm making sure I'm saying this on video. I'm not putting it out in print so it can get lost and say, well, who said it? And it could be a confusion. I'm saying this with no confusion. You see me, I'm live. This is me. This is what I'm saying. And I loved it. I loved it. Thank you, daughter. I love you too. I love you too. Raising, yes, and raising a biological female, okay.
No pan wears over here.
And definitely would of course support who she chooses to love. But at the end of the day, this is my daughter. This is my daughter. This is my princess. This is not something that I'm going to question, nor am I going to entertain her questioning it. So he pulled it back when he was still jigging. No, he didn't pull it back. And that's what he came out with another statement. That's what I'm telling you. His PR team had pulled it back. He basically, that's why he did it on camera. He basically came out on camera to let y'all know, hey, to let it be known that, hey, that I never pulled the trigger on that. I didn't co-sign that. I'm telling you what I'm co-signing. I'm co-signing my original interview. Yeah, you got to see it. He was all the way G with it. He was all the way G with it, and I was like, dang, okay, Neo, okay, all right. I have forgotten, but I got a little bit of my love for him back. So my next TikTok post will be I'm gonna do a whole like little Neo run. A Neo montage, but it's gonna be like 3-4 videos. But some of my favorite songs of his. I'm gonna go back to I don't wanna go to bed mad at you. I used to love that. I used to love the other one. What was it? It was really good. Now let me love you. And I feel like Let Me Love You got drowned out by Mario's Let Me Love You, like when y'all talk about Let Me Love You. But Dio did a great Let Me Love You. And then his new one. I did one to his new one though. The thing I did it was a nice cute relationship song, and coincidentally it came right about the time of his divorce. But yeah. Iron says he needs me to be his PR. Oh, let me put up the banners, y'all, because Iron, today is the day, right? You still getting that newsletter subscription? Let us know something. Absolutely. We appreciate the support. And especially because we are picking up a little traction, y'all. We're picking up a little traction. So we want to keep that momentum building. We want to keep it going. And definitely, again, anyone that has a subscription, you will always be first to know when we have our special camp out events. Camping is not camping and retreating, because right now camping is we're in a season where we're in a season that it will be coming to a close, but we have retreat, get-togethers, gatherings, just a lot of cool opportunities to village up with us. And so
especially if you like up north.
Yeah.
If you up north, camping season ended I think next week. In fact, Labor Day's the end of the camping season up north. Especially if you're in New York. I don't know about all the rest of that stuff, but I know in New York it ends. The parks, they close them parks up there. It ain't no just like, come hike and leave. Oh. Nah, they close them things, especially Hammer State Park.
Yeah. So drop some of y'all. So tonight, as we come in, hopefully Naima will make it because she's missing right now. Drop some of your favorite Neo tracks, and we'll see if we can put together a video that kind of coincides. I'm thinking of a couple for the camp out promos. And y'all, I am very excited, looking very much forward. We're having a meeting coming up soon. Jamie, what?
So I still can't see why Jamie apologized.
Jamie Foxx.
What'd he do? What Jamie do?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Listen,
I haven't been following Jamie. Yeah, I haven't been following Jamie. Be a clone.
I seen that picture. That don't look like Jamie Foxx.
It doesn't. But if if you've been sick like how he's been sick, and not, you
lose weight, but you change color.
Yeah, you do. But I can show you when I first started losing weight. Like I was a couple of shades lighter. Yeah, your shades.
You saw how much weight I lost now after the surgery, right?
You always refer to yourself, but I'm telling you that it does happen.
No.
It does happen. It happened to me. Like if I had to move back down to Miami at that point in time, and I was retaining my color, like what I had in Virginia and Charlotte, even. Yeah, but Miami, you not moving down there. My son was a whole white baby, and he was black within 5 months moving to Miami. Miami don't play. Yes, I am. Word is bond. Yeah, he's talking about Jamie Foxx. Yes, question, daughter. What is your question, please? Have you and Devon been interviewed by local media? We were supposed to be, but they were waiting for us to close on the plantation. Yeah. It was actually an affiliate from CBS News, an affiliate channel from CBS.
You and big on old girl too.
I love her. I still do. That's a fine lady.
I think
Halle
what
Berry.
happened was
Halle Berry.
when we was
she like Halle Berry.
When we was not inclusive. I think
she was more interested.
Her higher ups pulled it. So
yeah,
we're not.
What's your honest opinion about your significant other? I honestly think, I love that he really cares for you and he's sincere, and that's my honest opinion. Ooh. This is Niani. Who is her significant other? It's only one person. No, she said, "What's your honest opinion about my significant other?" That is Niani talking, asking me about hers, about her significant other. Oh. Yes. At least Neo is no Bobby Valentino, exactly. But Bobby Valentino is a long stretch for anybody. She's laughing. Yeah.
Why she didn't ask me that question?
I think ask me that question. I think that there has been a lot of your significant other. I know your significant other. I think that there has been a lot of acceptance when it's come to Bobby Valentino, and also a lot of denial.
Like, what happened with Bobby Valentino?
He got caught with a tranny a couple of times. He said they killed Jesus, so why not him? They hit him with the anti-Semitism.
Bobby Valentino?
No, Jamie. He said they killed Jesus, so why not him? They hit him with that don't make sense. So why not him? That don't make sense. Why would they immediately make that connection? Or but I really think that's one thing. And first of all, I was never thinking that I've never seen Jamie Foxx's backbone so solid as, except for the fact of when he defended Dave Chappelle, I think, from getting jumped on at a show or something. But
you know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
I've never seen his backbone so solid.
Them backbones start to come out when you start to think people killing you or trying to kill you. You have one of those near-death experiences. The whole lot of epiphanies going on after things like that.
Well, this statement happened, recently.
That's what I'm saying. He just got out the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, so you saying that that wasn't gonna be the time for him to be backbone strong?
Yeah. So now like, listen, man, you're not trying to kill me anyway, so I might as well go ahead and show my ass.
But then he pulled it back though. Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Because they probably pulled it back. That's what they do.
He said they killed Jesus, so why not him? They hit him with anti-Semitism. So yeah, I asked because I saw an interview of a white couple who are doing what you did. Oh, you're talking about taking plantations? Please let me know what couple that is, what the state is, whatever you remember from the interview. Please let me know, because I get so tired of. I really am just going to say this publicly and stand 10 toes down, getting my Neo on. I'm gonna be using that. I'm getting my Neo on. That I get tired of these white people talking about they would love to contribute and give back. They just don't know how. And then they go and show off an ostentatious show of wealth, and then want to piecemeal somebody. Nobody got time for that. If y'all really want to do it, then give us the property. Give us the property. Let us manage the estate. Y'all really want to do it? Pass over ownership. What you and Devon are doing with camping and your plantation? Oh, so they're doing the same thing. Yes. Please just share the name. And that's why I say they shouldn't be in control of any stories when it comes to these experiences. And because people love to quote about the Whitney plantation, they love to compare as well with our ambitions and with our initiative with that. And I still say at the end of the day, this is still a lawyer that got rich in New Orleans. Come on. You do the math. Do the math. And people were making a really big deal of the fact that he allowed descendants of some slaves from that very property in Whitney Plantation to stay at the property when Hurricane Harvey hit. You know, and people were given
residence.
Right, just y'all can stay here right until it
get rebuilt.
Exactly, and then you go back to where you are. And people just give him so much props, and they always talk about, oh, he's being so authentic and telling the true story. Absolutely, but it's not your story to tell. It is not your story to tell. And I'm getting really sick and tired of us going to, like, I see so many people just so excited and talk about going to Disney World. Let me qualify my statement with this. My kids used to go to Disney World all the time, almost every month. But this is where my ex-husband and his wife would take them. By my hands, never been to Disney World. You know, I'm just not interested in doing it. I'm not interested in going around and promoting and putting no money into, like, you know, we don't realize, or we don't appreciate how much this country exploits us for our labor and has conditioned us to be consumers. It was CBS who did the story too. Wow. Now we talking. Hey, guy. All right. Yes. My hubby his name is Devon. Mm-hmm.
Also known as God of War.
But because you always say Courtney and your hubby, he got a name. He has a name. I promise.
I'll be Mr. Courtney.
You are not Mr. Courtney. Absolutely not. But yeah, I get really tired of us giving free advertisement to these people. These envelopians. Someone said today these stone reflected and these stone reflections. I'm really getting tired of us doing this, y'all. You know, everywhere we turn, but then we want to sit around and talk to us, coming some we scam, but you're gonna go to Disney World and you spending you gotta spend, what is it, like $150 more to get fast access in the lines. That ain't a scam. You don't find that suspicious? You gotta pay to almost $200 to get fast access in a line. I heard that the food is like subpar, very subpar, but you're spending $26 for a burger, for a PB&J sandwich. That's not a scam. But you want to sit around and talk about how all of these black-owned businesses, everybody's scamming, all these social media influencers is all scamming, all of these people doing these classes scamming. So how's you guys' relationship so far? How do you like being married for a year? What have you guys learned?
What should I ask?
Oh,
okay, it's DAVON.
Yeah, I'm about to write that in. It is.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm working on making one.
Working on making a couple.
Hey, your womb. All right.
Yes. Oh no, it's cool. It's cool. People do think Devin, but it's actually Devon. And it is a beautiful, and you know what? And I'm saying it like how his mom says it, Devon. The way she says it, you would think it's VDAVAUGHN, because she's strong with that Vaughn. The Vaughn. So I'm saying it. I'm saying it in honor of Mama Barbara tonight. So I think that for the most part, we are just for the most part, significantly the most part, we are a culture of consumers that are enamored with being considered able to consume. You know, we want to look wealthy instead of being wealthy. You want more kids, Courtney? Yes, I did. Of course. Saw a couple of seconds of the story, but I had to move quickly. All right, we'll try to look it up. Yeah, I definitely, I would love to be able to give, for us to be able to raise, new children, new generation. But I would love to be able to give my husband, some seeds. He doesn't have any biological children, and I would love to be able to give him an opportunity to have that. Yes, they are. Trust me, I know. Raising one who literally went down 5 meals that they had today and told me that he hadn't eaten nothing.
So what? It was this big.
Talking about, first of all, seafood macaroni loaded with
that's
shrimp.
A meal?
That's a meal. It's a side. And he was. I've never seen him
he was so serious.
So serious about nothing in his life. I told you that was the way he told me that time he was 2. I mean, no, he was 4. He told me he hadn't had nothing to eat today but some sushi. I haven't had nothing to eat but sushi. And I was like, don't you ever fix your mouth to say that in like a crowded room? Like you act like you so hungry, but you literally consume like a luxury delicacy item. Talking about I've had nothing to eat today but sushi. You know, I said, don't you ever say that again. Don't you ever say that. So, you still spell his name wrong again. When I was wrong in Jamaica, I always wanted to go to Disney. No more. Exactly. Mom, you're weird but understandable. Excuse me. Yes, I do talk about it a lot. Thank you, daughter. You say I know the secret to get a boy, Devon. Oh, I know the secret too. Been telling. I know the secret as well.
You know what? For a long time, right? I you know, it was always, you know, son. If it ain't a son, then you know, whatever. But I had a dream.
Yes.
And since that dream, like all I've been thinking about is a daughter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. Another me? I don't even know if the world is ready for another me. What? It's like the Devon 2.0. Set this thing on fire. Whoo! I don't know. Listen, man. I don't know if y'all ready for another me. That would be like.
Well, somebody want to date another you.
What? Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
No, I can ask you a question.
Why wouldn't?
I said somebody wants to date another you.
Oh, see, that's not another me.
That is another you.
Look,
just because he
look like me, don't make him me.
I said it's another you.
It is not.
It's a Gemini. Gemini man.
Look.
Yeah.
She talking about my cousin.
Yeah. She said she ready. She ready.
She ready for that.
She said she ready.
She don't want that drama.
She said she ready. Said she used to it. Daughter says, Devon, you're weird. And that's supposed to be Devon needs a girl to calm him down. Agreed. And I think a girl will. I think a girl would absolutely humble this dude. I really do. So I'm hoping that maybe it'll be a girl and a boy, because they say you end with what you start with. But I would love another boy too, because my relationship with my son is it's different. It's different. And like tonight, made a little fall, even though I was one of the dinners that one of the things that I made that he told was not a complete dinner.
Carry my name.
I just think, so I think a daughter and a son would be great. It would be a nice little duo for real. They'd be a DOSS. It'd be a DOSS. I would definitely I look forward to being able to carry twins. I've always envisioned myself having twins my whole life. I always have. And my children aren't very close together, but they aren't twins. They're 18 months apart. So now a girl would be a splitting image of him. It's always reversed. Oh, look at their daughter. Daughter is shedding some wisdom. But you saw Devon's sister, right? She looks like a girl version, and she looks fine. Yeah, she's a good looking girl. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of Devon. Devon has a lot of very pretty women in his family. Very pretty girls. Very pretty girls. Yes, and including Mama. Then Mama got a body.
We're not gonna do that.
Mama got a body, y'all. Mama's shaped, y'all. Mama's shaped.
Why we see?
Y'all, mama is shaped right, y'all. Mama is shaped right, y'all. Mama is shaped right, y'all. Okay, somebody over here playing, but yeah, somebody over here don't want to talk about it, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But
you coming crazy right now. Coming crazy.
Mama, girl, you know, mama still powing. Y'all don't know. For real. Mama is power. Mama's looking good. But yes, we are 30 minutes in, so I definitely want to pass the mic, so to speak, to hubby and see if he had anything you want to contribute to that conversation, or to Neo, or if you want to talk about your own daily dose.
Neo, I mean, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, I commend the man for, you know, like saying, nah, look.
Oh, Yanni says that the daughter would be just like him. I don't think so. I think the daughter, if she would be like him, but that would calm him down when he can see how that looks, how that goes. That might be a different. He might have a different reaction because he wants to see it in a son, but to see it in a girl is it's a different story. I declare twins over you in Jesus' name. I receive it. I receive it.
Yeah,
I receive it.
Listen. You know,
I'm excited.
A lot of twin talk.
I love it.
And like people be talking twins.
I don't understand why you have a problem.
Because twins is two.
You have been saying this since like literally the day we met.
Because I don't think you understand. Twins is two.
I don't understand it.
It's two. 1, 2.
I take one, you take one. DOSS. That's why it'll be 2. 1 for each of us. Yes. I take my boy and you take the girl. Yes. I'm gonna take my boy. I'm gonna take that boy. Yeah.
You can give me the girl.
Yeah. Oh, you can.
She gonna be an MMA fighter.
Okay. Salute to mama. Thank you. Well, if that's what y'all doing, that's what y'all doing. But
I don't know. My boy is my boy.
Your boy may not be into that. That's why I always keep telling you, your boy may not be into that. Your boy might be into some other stuff. Yes.
What, basketball?
Nah, he might want to do he might just want to do chess. No, he might want to do chess. He might want to swim.
You mean like he
might because of
football
older brother. No, because of older brother. You know, doing soccer, he might be like, nah, I want to go play soccer with Keon. You know what I mean? So, I just think I've learned enough, and as my daughter is in the room, I can tell you, because Lord knows the girl lays long. I thought I had for sure a Suprema ballerina on my hands that would just love dancing, and I would love, just being spotlight and dancing and have great rhythm.
That's what she want to do.
But it doesn't work that way. So as much as I love dancing, and as much as I dreamed of having my daughter's type of body. I know, no, mom. She told me dancing made her legs feel funny. Feel funny. She told me that at she was 5 years old, broke my heart, but I still stuck her in dance classes. Had her in dance classes. She was 7 till she was 7. And then she did a couple of school productions until she was 9. But Niani, my daughter, does not want to dance. But I wanted the body to be able to support these spins and jumps and leaps. And when I tell you my daughter has them, But she does not want to do that. So I had to learn the hard way that children have their own ambitions. And it may not be theirs.
We had a budding,
It seems like there is a proliferation of twins in this time. Yes, it was torture. It was not torture, daughter. It was not torture. Yes, didn't like any of it. You liked it when Miss Saint Legier was doing it, when you was doing your hip. You was doing your little hips.
She was about to turn into an athlete. She was about to be a volleyball superstar. Then he came in.
She still wants to do volleyball And
I can't tell.
She said
she ain't ran. She ain't say, "Hey, let's go hit the ball." She did none of that.
That lady sat on your back. Jessica wore like 90 pounds. Her sitting on your back was helping you. It was helping you. And I tell you would still, yeah, she said, yeah, volleyball. She was pregnant, so she was 95 pounds. She wasn't too far along. She was 95. Yeah, she was she was actually 93 pounds. I remember when Jessica
was running the mall.
Ran very, she was very small. She carried very small.
Wait, what else?
Oh, you were, yeah, what was your topic?
Oh. It's like, I mean, the meal thing is pretty much cut and dry.
Yeah,
meal's cut
35
and dry.
minutes in.
So my daily dose is this.
Daily dose is this.
This is what it is. So there's a civil war going on in the Black community, and people talk about it, but they don't talk about it, and we should talk about it. It's the old versus the young. This is a now, the older generation, they get a hold of something they want to hold on to. I get it. I do. I get it. And you probably get that in every demographic. You probably get it to a certain extent. But it seems like in the Black community, the old guard don't want to let go at all. Like we'll have these organizations and these dudes will be like 70, 80, and they don't want to pass the torch. And then whatever movement or whatever they had going on, it dies with them. Whether they pass on or they retire, stop doing whatever they're doing, and what they don't do is set it up to where as though when they go, it's next man up, and the movement keeps going. The movement always seems to die with this older generation. And I've had a couple of conversations with older dudes like over the years, and it always seems like they get old and they get bitter, and they don't want to teach the young. And what they're failing to realize, also what the younger generation is failing to realize, is that we need them and they need us. And like I would listen to these older dudes, man, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the old bitter dude who just be like, you young punks don't know this, don't know that, and da 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 da. After a while, what happens is the younger dudes start to tune you out. So then when you do have something to say, they don't hear it. They don't hear it. And that can be to their detriment, because even an old fool is going to have some kind of knowledge of something just because he's been on the planet longer than you. But they don't hear it because you've already told them that they was young fools or they're young dummies and they don't know this and they don't know that, and you just kind of pound that into them and don't, And I think, like, as a people, especially the males, like, we need them older dudes. And I tell guys, like, in my generation, I said, listen, these younger dudes is doing what they do because of us. Like, they say, like, they have no respect for this, they have no respect for that. But I'm like, yo, but dog, when we came up, what happened with us? We either we ended up dead, in jail, or we left the hood and never looked back. That's it. And then we left these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to go back and say, listen, this is how it's done. And then when they talk, listen. And, like, we don't do that. And when I was I mean, I don't know if how much of well, I probably don't know too much anything about my story, but I did 21 years inside in prison. 21 years, 3 months, state of New Jersey. Number 301374. SBI number 9909331B. 21 years, this is what I was known as. In them 21 years, I kind of grew up, and I was able to see like the old guard fade away and the young guard come in. And one thing I noticed is the younger generation didn't know anything because we didn't teach them anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we was all either locked up, dead, or left and never looked back. So we left these dudes behind. And now, because they don't know nothing, see, look, these young dudes don't do this, they don't do that. But it's our fault. It's our fault. Because if we was dead, they wouldn't be doing this bullshit. Yeah. They'd have respect. They'd have, knowledge of self, or what resembles knowledge of self. And they don't have this, and it's our fault. It is. And towards the end of my bid, I noticed it was like just an influx of guys coming in with big numbers, like really big numbers. And I'm on my way out. So when I got to the halfway house, I kind of took a interest, or rather, I showed more interest in them younger guys who didn't have the big numbers, who was on their way to big numbers. And I was able to do this because the counselor gave me a group to run with no counselors in there, just us. And I talked to them, but more importantly, I listened. I just listened. And a lot of times, like these guys, that's all they want. They just want somebody to listen to them. Like they don't want to be preached to, even though they might need it. But they just want to be heard. And even to this day, like I've been home almost 5 years. Like I'm 6 months away from 5 years. And over 5 years, I still keep in contact with a few of them. Like, they still call, be like, yo, what's up? What's up, big bro? I'm like, what's going on? One of them, was like, this is my man. It's my dude. And I always know when one of them slide back because they stop calling. They stop calling because they know I ain't with that bullshit. Like, listen, man, you bugging. I just got news. One of my guys, he about to be finished. He about to go in full stretch, a real stretch. He in the big leagues now. But that's a story for another time. Anyway, these guys, they still call. They still say, what's up. They check in. I gotta give them a call like, yo, what's going on? What you got going on? And we talk. And this is what my generation and the generation that was before me need to do. We need to cuff these dudes before it's too late. So like that civil war, man, we need to kind of like somebody's got to come out with the olive branch. Somebody got to call the timeout. I mean, it kind of happens on the women's side, but me personally, I'm more focused on, fellas, the males, because we need to stay strong, and we can learn something from the older generation, because talking to them will give us knowledge that we don't know, and them talking to us and listening, we can give them knowledge that they don't know. So we keep them young, and they make us older. And this is how we progress. This is how we move on. But until we stop butting heads, we stop fighting each other, we don't stand a chance. And that's where it starts. It starts with bridging that gap between the old and the young within our communities. We got to do that. Because if we don't, we don't stand a chance.
But babe, all right, you know how I'm always going to keep it real. All right, first, what you say? Go ahead. Yeah, right. What about when that the young group, they fired you from being their coach, and then you start talking about how they was all? No, I'm serious, because babe, you always say, man, they was none of them was.
It was the one kid.
But you always talk bad about them instead of taking that opportunity to be like, okay,
they left.
You just said what? You just said I walked off.
I did. I walked off. I walked off to the side.
Why?
And then they left.
Why?
I was tired.
Nah, you said that they weren't listening.
And they wasn't listening.
Right. So, but that's
one kid though.
Yeah, but what I told you about that kid.
He probably got a dad.
Not probably. I know he does. I've seen him at other events, and I've seen his mom. And I know he has a dad. You know, his mom is white. The dad is black. And his daddy be around.
I mean, but that was kind of like the time police screaming holler.
You ain't have to scream and holler. And if there's any place for a scream and holler, it is. Yeah, I'm about to say it is the football.
I'm not screaming and hollering a bunch of black kids, a bunch of crappy cops.
Them cops weren't even there like that yet.
It was enough of them.
Again, if there's any place where it is acceptable for your kids to get yelled at, it's on that football field.
I'm not chastising no black kids, no white nothing.
And you ain't never said that before. We're gonna have a conversation later. That's all right. You ain't tell me that.
When we was bringing the refrigerator, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And you say, well, why you ain't let y'all say, because I ain't. He was
yeah, no, I'm talking about you ain't tell me that with the kids. I know. Yeah, you told me that. Like, no, but that's not what I'm talking about. I say you've never told me that in regards to that story.
Oh,
and we've talked about this several times.
That's because you becoming crazy. When
I'm not coming crazy. I didn't come crazy the first 3 times.
That's actually talking crazy. Coming crazy.
How was that? Okay, how was it coming crazy? You did. Nah, some of them was like 12, 13.
Whatever.
Because they said they wanted to be like Odell Beckham, and I saw your eyes rolling, and then they was running their own little plays, and they started running their own little plays.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, the old boy, I'm sure he was cooking one. But the rest of them, they gonna do what they gonna do.
But that's what I'm saying, babe. That same thing is what the older generation thinks about the young cats. They're like, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. So how do you stop from walking off?
How do I stop from walking off?
Yeah. The next time that situation happens, I don't want to see you walking off. I want to see you sticking in there. And I want to see, I always say this, let them teach you something. If you really want to engage a younger crowd, you got to let them teach you something. Even if doing, like my son, right? My son knows I like hype songs. I like hype music, right? And so I like hype music. I love hype music. I like hypey, not that hypey stuff, but I like hype music. And hype music.
Yeah,
like I like songs that the songs that you can just like get in with. And we don't agree. We don't have the same musical choice, the same musical appreciation, But he'll try to, he'll play me some songs that he's feeling, and I'll admit most of the songs I don't like, but sometimes there's a song or two that does catch me.
Why is your daughter giving my age?
No, that was me.
Oh,
that was me. Yeah. So I'm thinking that in regards to what Iron said.
I ain't got time to cut it tomorrow. But probably like Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, I just really think that when we talk about, you probably need to cut it on Sunday. That's probably your best day to cut it. So that's why I was looking the reason why I thought of that situation with the boys from that game that day is because of what Iron said, and it's true. And that's what I'm saying. Like, babe, we cannot be having these conversations and we're offering the same thing. We're not taking this advice, because then you can understand, just like I said with the artists, with the artists and the rappers that you talked about yesterday, you can understand why they don't do what what you're expecting of them to do. We can't expect them to do something that we ain't doing. We can't expect them to do something, because at the end of the day, everybody is human, right? As far as we know. And so the same way, you just like, I'm not going to sit up here and try to get them to do something some way. I'm tired of this, and I'm tired. I'm tired of this, and I'm tired. I'm going to walk off.
You know what?
That's what baby boomers are doing to Generation X. That's what Generation X is doing to the millennials. That's what the millennials are going to end up doing to the millennials.
That situation, like, one,
yeah.
Right. That was the Monica's.
Yeah.
You know that was it.
Yeah, it was the National Cop Out Day.
That some
yeah.
cop shit.
Yeah. National Night Out Day.
Yeah. So if it was a more like if it was geared just for football or more of a more structured, then it would have been a different situation. You know what I'm saying? Like how we had 0.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think something might have happened to the broadband.
Oh.
It happens like that sometimes.
So it was that situation wasn't really structured for football. So it you know, because if it was structured for football, then I would have had them in lines. Like, look, you here, you here, you here. You know, little man, you with the arm, the quarterback, and you know, that would have been the situation, but that wasn't the situation.
Yeah.
You know, we just kind of throwing the ball around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I'm not mistaken, it was 2 balls out there.
Yeah, I think they had one, and I think Monica brought one.
Nah, that was my ball. That's the one I gave to you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. The townhome. Yeah.
So, you know, that wasn't that kind of situation. So this is why it's kind of like, all right, you know, y'all go ahead and play.
Well, I'm definitely listening because I'm listening to what you're saying right now in regards to the fact that you listen, and I love that. I would love to see more of that, you know, even in my own regard. But I do think that the way to engage, you know, children is to like let them teach you something or tell you something. Because you know, I think especially the younger generation of where we're at now with the Generation Zs, with the Zillennials, as I like to call them, coined that term. You know, give me some credit for that term, Zillennials.
Going with what you just said about, you know, let them teach them. This is normally what I do when I got, especially younger kids in football. You know, like when you got them like you know 12 and under or whatever. I say, all right, show me, do it your way.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
Well, I think that
then they do it. I say, okay, now try it this way.
Maybe do that in general. You know.
Will you mean in general with everything?
Yes. Yeah. Show me your way. I mean, except for Niani with driving, because I don't want y'all to end up hurt. But I think, you know, with my son, with other kids you run into, I think that, you know, even with myself, do it, you know.
You always do it.
Nah, we do not. No, baby, we do not. We do not do it my way.
We don't do it your way?
We do not do it my way. We did not do it my we did it my way. We do not do it my way. We don't do it my way.
I'm choking right now. No, I got more water. I'm choking.
It is not. It is not. And like I said, I think when it comes to it is not. When it comes to us, like I'm talking about us, like for real, like with the styles of teaching styles, I can be accountable and I can tell you that I can stand on my, like I said, when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. When I'm quick to do that because I'm interested in correction, because I think correction leads to improvement. I don't think you feel that way. I think correction to you is a diss. I think correction to you is an insult. And so that's why I said I know I have, like I said, being a parent will humble you in ways that you have never imagined or dreamed. That's why I am looking forward to you know, having children of your own. Oh my gosh, it's attacking me.
That Mothra?
Oh my gosh.
That's Mothra.
Oh my gosh, it's attacking me.
You know what? I had to do it early when I had to go out there. I think that's how Mothra got in here.
I should have closed that door.
I killed the wasp that was like this big.
It's not. At any rate,
look, his body right there. I left his body there for his friends to see. Like, yo, look, Billy bought it.
Billy bought it. That thing is not that big.
That thing was a monster.
That's what I'm looking at right now. That thing is not that big.
What's the name trying to get him? The spatula. Yeah. And he was over there, like, you know, messing with my basil.
Man, this is weird.
What? My basil?
No, my flowers.
What you talking about? You got it's fuller. You got like new leaves and everything.
No, they got new leaves, but so does it need to be a bigger pot because they're not blooming anymore. Anyway, back to I know I'm getting so then why don't we put it in a bigger pot?
I don't have a bigger pot, Courtney.
The jug. You can do what you did with your plants.
Nah, that jug ain't big enough. That's the same size.
No, look at that. It's not.
It's
wider.
It is the same. You don't see that? It's the same size.
I know it's wider. The jug is definitely wider.
I don't know. I'll do it tomorrow.
All right. But yeah, we get a little off. But yeah, I think that when we're talking about how to approach and how to get it is you have to allow them to teach you. But like even, with my with my own children, I and maybe my daughter might think it, but my son literally would come out and say it. I'm smarter than you, or I'm better than you, or I'm like basically I'm like a advanced version of you. I'm not you. I'm I'm greater than you, and so that is not pleasant to hear, especially by something that you gave birth to. It's like without me, dude, it wouldn't even be you. It wouldn't be you without me.
Tell the truth.
But but again, I know he said to me something tonight that made me think. He said, "Didn't you think that you were better than your parents?" I said, "Yeah, I did. I thought I was smarter, and I didn't and I really hated when my mom was right. That was very hard. That was very hard. I hated when mom was right. Yeah, and I remember there were times in her.
You came from two educators, though.
Yeah. And so does Keon, but
so I mean, like, they was kind of bound to be right.
They were what?
Bound to be right. About quite a few things, I would assume.
Yeah, but that doesn't make me. But if I came from them, they didn't come from two educators. You know what I mean? But I did. So wouldn't that mean that I'm bound to be better?
As a kid?
Smarter? Listen, I wasn't thinking as a kid. I'm thinking of who I was, who I am. And that's what I'm saying. I think that there is a that you are not considering that they are just as sure where they are. They are just as sure as where they are at 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. They're just as sure about their.
But listen, hey, you know what? This can be my anecdote too. I just thought about this. I couldn't think of it.
Well, we got 2 minutes. You gonna do this, or you want to save?
No. We want because we going with what's name.
Okay, go ahead.
So one day, right, my mom was sending my dad to the store, kind of like what you did with me the other day. You gave me the list, right? But we ain't had a phone, so it's this about this long, right? So she hands me the list. Let's get this to your phone, right? And I'm walking away. Wait, come here. I look up. I had to be reading about like 12. She says, "Listen, I want you to help your father read that list." Right? And I looked at her. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she just gave me this look. Listen, help your father read the list. I'm like, oh, okay. So I never gave him the list. I just kept the list and just read the list. Like, yo, all right, we need this, we need this, we need this. Yeah. And I never really understood that, like my dad is we got our issues or whatever. But one thing I say about my dad like is like my dad can draw. Everything that I know about camping I got from him. My love for the woods I got from him. I learned a lot from him. A lot. But he wasn't a book smart man. Like I'm talking about like his dad. He's not dead. He's not a book smart man. He's not a guy that's gonna sit there and read a textbook or read a book, period. But the man can fix anything. I mean, like anything. Like I've never seen He can fix anything. And to this day, that's how he, that's how he makes his living. That's how he goes through life as a handyman. But again, he's not a book smart man, and my mom knew that. And so this is why she gave me the list. It's like, yo, I'll help your dad with the list. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood it until I got, I want to say, my late teens. I might have been like a senior in high school, or even I might have just left school. And that's when I realized, like, yeah, my dad is not, he ain't that guy. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that this is bad, but he's not that guy. If I want something fixed, he can fix it. I got some camping questions. He got the answers. But yeah, that was so being better. I guess maybe at 12, like book wise, I was better than my dad. But there was other things that I just probably still to this day I couldn't match. Like if we was in the woods, he's probably one of maybe like 3 people that I would actually like. If he say, "Now we're gonna do it this way," I ain't gonna say nothing. All right, let's go. Like he's gonna be lead dog. We in the woods, he's lead dog. No questions asked. Somebody even question anything he say. If he say, "Yo, the mushrooms is good to eat," all right, put the pot on the fire. But I don't think like.
But you see how like even in that, and it's time for us to go, and I'm probably need to lay down. But even in that, like you said, you knew that book smart, you had them.
Yeah.
That was your way of feeling like, you know what, I can, not that I can compete, but I can hold my own when it comes to this with my father. Yeah. You need to leave that for something for the younger generation.
But you know what though? I think that's just natural. That's old line versus young line. That's there's always gonna time, especially with men. There's always gonna come a time where the son is gonna challenge the father. Like on whatever, whether it's physically or mentally, whatever. There's always going to be a time he's going to challenge his dad.
No, I'm not saying that about challenging. I'm saying that there just needs to be something there needs to be something that the younger generation feels is respected and appreciated by the older generation. Oh, okay. And I look at, like, even with my son, you don't give that out. Where you give it?
I was letting him take the lead when he was making the game.
And then he quit on me. But listen. I'm saying that this is something that needs to be done again. This is what I always tell you too.
Even with the
only thing I see that you give to him is that he can out eat you.
Yeah, he got. I didn't even think that was like possible. It's like I kind
of. On that note,
I threw it down.
And on that note,
he got me.
On that note,
I seen some. Listen, the other day I seen something I ain't never seen nobody ever do before.
I don't need to hear this again.
And I'm like, yo, you got it, homie.
Thank you. Until we meet again. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Those thoughts.
Deuces.